Hello and welcome to the 100% tutorial. I mean, this category is technically all quests, all DLC quests, and all bobbleheads, which is 58 quests and 20 bobbleheads. It's around a 3-hour long run. No idea how long this tutorial is going to be, but it's definitely going to be long. So if you notice any like skips in the video or anything, like where I just move position or something like that, it's probably because I've just taken a break because it's going to be quite a few hours. But you are going to want all DLCs on for this category, which is something I forgot to do. Let me just turn this on quickly. So you want all the DLCs on, and you're going to want to make sure your character is a female. This is for the Black Widow perk, which we use in the PDLC, and it's a pretty big skip. So let me just get splits with no times and we can start. Okay, so in these splits as well, you'll notice the number in the bracket. That's indicating there's a bobblehead in that split. So I would recommend knowing the all bobbleheads route before doing this.
You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office.
Just because pretty much all the stuff we do with the bobbleheads is exactly the same. Okay, so for special, we're going to go 4, 1, 10, 10, 5, 1, 9. So we do have to do all specials there. And then we're just going to do truck push. I mean, don't worry if you can't get this. It's 5 seconds in like a 3-hour long run. It's nothing too bad. I will try at some point to explain better how to do this, because a lot of the new runners do have trouble with that, but we are going to pretty much follow the any percent route for a while. In the vault, anyway. And then we're going to deviate when we are 16.
What are you doing down?
If you are wondering what this movement tech is that I'm doing, if this is like the only run that you've watched, it's called stop hopping. The reason I'm not explaining it is because if you're running this category, you've probably got quite a lot of experience in the game. Since it's not really someone's first category to run. But if you want a guide, just go onto the speedrun.com page and look at Kunkobra's tutorials. He has pretty much all the glitches that we'll be using. Okay, so now we're coming up on the first bobblehead.
Go on now.
We're going to skip that dialogue, and we're going to just, on his desk here, the first bobblehead, and then just click through the store. Now we're going to forge our go test by doing the bottom, middle, and then I do top, just out of personal preference. But we want speech, lockpick, and explosives for our tag. And then we're just going to go back into this trigger, because we need to escape the vault normally so that we can level up, because during this whole thing Bethesda put kind of fail-safes in place so that during the first 3 quests you can't level up whatsoever. So from Martyr's Dialogue we're going to do the middle 3 and then the rest are going to be the top. This is a slightly faster dialogue than just spamming the top. We're going to loot the stim packs like we would for Missile Cripple and clip out here. And then the rest of the vault is just the same as anything. However though, as soon as you COC, you are in Butcher's trigger box because everything is spawned in now. So as soon as you spawn, if you walk pretty much right to this wall, he shouldn't talk to you. And then we can just carry on this way. On to the next cook, Officer Gomez will also talk to you. If you're quick enough, you can just avoid them both. And usually you'll just get by without them saying anything. There's another strat you can do where you just punch as you go, because we'll be using this quite a few times. If you punch, because talking to you would interrupt your animation, the game kind of just doesn't let people talk to you. So you can also just punch there to avoid Butch and Officer Gomez. So you'll see we've got the pop-up there. That's because we're actually leaving the vault in a semi-intended way. And we're actually going to level up. And we're just going to head on down to Megaton. We are going to level up on the way. We're going to level up Speech. And then Little Leaguer to get our explosive skill up. The skills you need for this run, I believe is 85 or 75 lockpick. No, 100 lockpick, 70 or 85 repair, and 100 speech. After that, it's pretty much up to you what you choose. So when you reach around this area, you will start getting pop-ups. You're just going to wait for Lucky Harith here. If he's not here, you might need to use a different save. But sometimes you have to wait if the merchants are spawning. And you'll get all these pop-ups. And then we're going to make a save for Missile Cripple. I'm just going to set that up. Okay, so when we enter Megaton, we're just going to run straight forward.
I'll be there.
And because we just have enough explosives, we're going to disarm the bomb. This is to get the free house. And then we're going to go to Criticide Supplies and hope that we get good DLC pop-ups here so we can turn without the pop-up going in. But we're just going to go to Criticide. We're going to talk to Moira and we're going to do the first 6 dialogue until she says, until you say something about the Super Duper Mart. Yeah, this one.
Oh, great.
Then we're going to leave the dialogue, make a quick save, and talk to her again.
How's this?
Then we're going to do the bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. And you'll see there was a 39% speech check there.
So,
We're basically
how's
going to
this
go through
stabbing?
this until we get it.
So, how's this?
This is kind of one of the like big things you have to do before starting a run. I did the wrong dialogue there. Okay, never mind.
So, how's this?
So the reason we make that initial quick save is just so we don't have to go through all the dialogue again to get back to this speech check. You can technically save time if you get it
So,
first
how's
try
this-
using just by going through all of the dialogue, but this way it saves time in the long run. And we are
So,
not
how's
having
this-
good luck here at all.
Yeah.
Of course that happens during a guide.
So, how's this? Huh. See ya.
Basically what we're trying to tell Moira to do here is just that
So,
you
how's
shouldn't
this-
follow your dreams. And for that we get a really bad perk. But yes, here you go. The Dream Crusher perk basically reduces your crits by half. You need to look at this holotape here because it's used in the Replicated Man. You're going to jump on this table and look. There's certain spots you can look on this door, you can access it. Okay, for this level up, just do Lockpick and then Black Widow. But the easiest way to get out of this door is just to look at the top here. And we're going to spam F3 and fast travel back to Megaton. If we're quick enough, Lucas Sims should be here at the start. If
I'll
not, you
be
can wait
damned.
or walk down to him. So now we've
Yeah?
completed that
You
quest.
need something?
So we are now nice people and we can just go in his house and take whatever we want. We're going to take his bobblehead. And we're just going to leave. So now I'm going to head to Arlington Cemetery, which is where another bobblehead is. But along the way we're also going to be getting some key points that we'll use throughout the run. So the Super Duper Mart is a pretty key place, especially at the end of the run. But it also acts as a good fast travel, since we will be fast traveling to here in like an hour's time. Also, you'll see I have a quest counter on the bottom. That is a script made by Brongle, which you can just download off of the resources tab. It's not as required for this game as New Vegas, due to the fact that this game handles quests slightly better and you can't just miss a quest in the same way you do in New Vegas by going through dialogue too quickly and stuff. So it's not as needed, but it's nice to just have, especially when you're on a good run. So we're going to go to here, we'll get the pop-up for fast travel. We're just going to enter the metro. So if you haven't seen the Bobbleheads tutorial, there's two routes we can do here. We do want to check this vending machine though. We're going to check pretty much every vending machine we can for a Nuka-Cola Quantum to use later for duping. But we need to find one in a container like that, which is already like set spawn there. So we'll check everyone along the way and take note of it if you find one, because we'll be going back to it at the end of the run. So again, if you haven't seen Bobbleheads, you can clip here, or you can just go around that way and follow the intended route. This way is quicker by going out of bounds, just because you don't have to wait for all the doors to open. Unless you get like God RNG and the doors just open for you. Again, there's another machine here with no quantum in it. If you can't find a quantum throughout this whole run, the Super Duper Mart we can use just to farm for a quantum. So it's not the end of the run if you don't find a quantum at all, but it's got a 10% chance of spawning, so hopefully you do find it. I'm just gonna go to this house here. I'm gonna kind of skip over the Bobblehead stuff because I'm gonna kind of assume you sort of know the route already. Just because it is a very short run, and it does help a lot if you already know it. So as soon as we exit here, we're going to fast travel and go to the flooded metro. Because we're now going to go to Jefferson, but not actually going to do anything there. Just going to walk over this rubble and across that bridge. So most of this run for the first hour and a half, 2 hours, is just going to be setting up a lot of quests and doing DLCs, which actually help us. There's only a few quests which we actually just do like as soon as we get them. Just gonna avoid all these. Don't worry too much about taking damage. After certain spots, we have kind of heal locations, so In Canterbury Commons, if you're low there, there's beds in Rose House. After Anchorage, you get an automatic heal. And after Raven Rock, which is 2 hours in the run, we dupe stims, or can dupe stims. Okay, so we're gonna go get the fast travel. We're gonna walk back a bit because we can't fast travel depending on that spawn. I'm gonna fast travel back to Vault 101. And we're now gonna start a bunch of quests. So we're gonna head this way, kind of northwest to Big Town to start Big Trouble in Big Town. A quest which we literally don't touch for ages. And when we do touch it, we don't even do it right. We just let one of the people die. Rip Shorty. Okay, so when these houses actually load in, we're gonna go kind of through this way here, and you'll see a mailbox, which we're gonna use to get into Big Town in a slightly more optimal way. There's a backup here if you fail this jump, because this jump is not the easiest. If you fail it, just go up to these sandbags, spam jump, and just quick save, quick load, and you can just jump up. It's a bit slower and kinda is weird, but it still works. And we're just gonna head for the exit, and this guy's gonna talk to us.
Hey, who
We're
are
just
you?
gonna do the top 2 dialogue,
Right.
and we get a quest. Right, now we're gonna head west to the Flash Memorial Baseball place. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. This is just a fast travel point we'll use to go to Vault 106 later. So we can actually just walk in between these 2 parts here. And we'll get the fast travel. The Fordham Flash Memorial Field. Close enough. I'm just going to head to the bottom of this bridge because that's where RFU is. Which is where we start Blood Ties. So when we reach past here, explosive's gonna set off. He's gonna talk to us.
Hang on, you're not one of...
Then we have to just walk close to him and he'll force greet us. I'm just gonna do the top dialogue until we ask what he needs. We're just gonna go to the first house, do the top dialogue here, and enter the house. For this dialogue, you do need to do the top 2 options to get the quest to update. But for the rest, you can just do the top once. Get into this house.
It's nice to see a friend.
For this house, we don't have to talk to anyone, just walk a slight bit forward and down. All we have to do is activate the body, we don't have to do anything. Then we can just leave. And talk to Evan. Sometimes he'll run away in the corner, like that. You just grab him on the way. So now we're on our way to start the first DLC. We're going to head north and get a few locations on the way. We are going to jump off this bridge like this and just quick save, quick load to get onto this rock. We do need this metro here, so make sure you do discover this, because that's what we'll use when we eventually go back to Blood Ties. And you'll see we're now at Paradise Falls. So we're gonna talk to Grouse and do his middle dialogue when he talks to us, just because it's the easiest kind of dialogue just to spam to get the quest. So just carry on north past all of these. So when you see the sandbag, you kind of want to come at it from this angle, because then you'll get an early dialogue, rather than if you go closer to the fence, because he can't see you. So when he says get some slaves, then you can just lead the dialogue. Pass Lucky Harith on the way. And then we're gonna head, once we get past this building, east, southeast-ish. And we're gonna go to Germantown police station, which is where Red and Shorty are being held from the Big Town quest. We're not actually gonna help them though. They stay there for a while until after we've completed Anchorage. But we just get a fast travel now because it's on the way to 2 other places which we need to visit. So you'll see I binded both of my weapons. That is to make sure that we don't have the missile launcher on us while running, which is slow. We technically don't need to bind the missile launcher. We can just bind the 10mm and use that to unequip the launcher, but so it's just nice. But we do need the 10mm bind. We're just going to carry on heading east and go to the minefield, and we're going to do our first bit of kind of combat. So if you kind of just stay near these rocks, we'll come across some houses. If you're not careful here, you can lose speed cripple. Just because of the fact there's mines everywhere. But if you kind of take this general route by going through this house, like this, going through that, most of the time you just won't take any damage. We're just going to look at Arkansas and kill him. This mine here can blow you up, so you might want to disarm that on the way. I'm going to jump out the window here and carry on north, slightly northwest. So the reason we do Zeta so early is so we can just make combat as easy as possible by doing, by getting the alien blaster. Since on very easy, it one-shots pretty much everything, other than a few set things like Deathcores and certain quest people. For example, the Mechanist in Canterbury Commons, or the Antagonist. They can't be one-shot with it for some reason. So we're going to carry on. We want to be on the left of this bridge. And you'll kind of see the top of that abandoned, broken house there. That's what we're going to aim for. Just to the left of, because that is where the ship is. So this is the only DLC with a proper cutscene, thankfully. If you've played New Vegas, you'll know that like every DLC has a cutscene. Thankfully this cutscene is like only a minute long, so it's not even that bad. Okay, so in Zeta there's quite a lot to explain. But essentially, because we need to do all quests, we need to do it the intended way. But we're going to do that very fast by just COCing a lot and skipping a bunch of stuff. this DLC for speedrunning is probably one of the best until you get to the end with the mini boss fight thing. Because it's literally just 3 minutes of pressing E every 5 seconds. Okay, so when you spawn him, don't skip this dialogue because you will softlock. And we're just going to do the top 2 dialogue here for Soma. And we're going to kind of look here and just clip. This clip can be difficult sometimes, but we're trying to COC. If you do clip through there, carry on running west and you'll eventually get to here. We're just going to kill the alien. Try and aim for his head. Gonna take his shock baton and loot our stuff. These doors here, you kind of want to go into the corner like this and clip. They're very annoying to clip through. And we are quickly just going to bind our shock baton. And then we're just going to go around this way. Because we're just trying to get to the kind of main chamber as quickly as possible. Got another door to clip through here. These doors are a pain to clip through.
I didn't see those two. There's a door on the left.
Carry on straight forward and then
Don't worry about
past these engineers.
goes a different way.
So when we go through here, we're going to go up some stairs and do a cool little jump to skip some stuff. So we're going to go around this way, jump over there, and then we get a free heal here.
Hi, I'm back again.
Take a right, go through this door, and now pretty much at the end. Take another right, and then here. Okay, so during here, just go forward and left and quick save, quick load. More often than not, you'll COC just from doing a stair clip. But we're trying to activate the stasis. So we're gonna go over here to Colonel Hargan, get his suit, wait an hour, and talk to Sally. Make sure to do the top dialogue, and then leave. Gonna level up lockpick again and educated. And now we're gonna head right here to the hangar. We do need to wait for the quest to update, so we are gonna be just sat here for a minute, waiting for it to unlock itself. So we're gonna go straight forward, we're gonna jump down here. Thankfully the hangar is one of the easiest parts. Just gonna hit this button, go through the field. The only glitch we'll use here, compared to the others, is using a third person interaction, so like that, to hit that button there. You're just gonna hit these 3 columns. When you've done that, find a place to COC. I like to do it here, just because it's in the room. Although I am messing it up now. Okay, never mind. If you don't know the best place to clip, just go down to these stairs and just do a stair clip, because stairs in this DLC are really nice to clip on. COC and just wait for that left marker to disappear, so we know it's been destroyed. And now we're going to head to the Cryo Lab. In the Cryo Lab, we're going to instantly COC by just going into this corner here and quick save, quick loading. Like that. Face north and just walk forward. We're now going to do a very new strat, which saves around 10 seconds, where we're going to clip here. When we clip, quick save, quick load, and walk backwards, and we'll get on top of here for a ceiling walk. And then what we can do is completely skip that mini cutscene there, and go straight to this door, wait a second, and it unlocks. Gonna go through the left here, and we're gonna clip, look south, to activate this. just gonna hit all 3 of these and just sit behind the teleporter until it explodes. Occasionally you'll get enemies coming through here, but we have the shock baton if needed. So as soon as that explodes, we're going to go through here. The way I like to do this is just hold W, A, and just jump a bunch. Most of the times you won't fall off there and you'll just end up here, go up through there and leave, which is where we came. And now we're going to go to the robot assembly. This is my least favourite part of this, just because these robots here can shoot you. Okay, so we're going to pick up epoxy on the way because we do break our alien blaster, which we need to repair it. There's power cells here as well. Yeah, so that explosion you heard there, if they shoot that at you, you can lose speed cripple, unfortunately. I'm going to run along this way and just clip on this corner. Which I'm failing horribly at. There we go. And then we just skip most of this. And we're just going to run to the marker and do destroy this generator. So once we've hit all those, we're going to go back this way, and we're going to go up these stairs to get some more epoxy. This is kind of just a safety strap, but there's 3 more epoxy there. You're going to kind of go on top of this door and just quick save, quick load, and you'll get pushed through and COC. Now we're going to head to the Spacewalk. So carry on. A lot of this is pretty much just following markers. So when we go in the Decompression Chamber, drop any armor that isn't the spacesuit, put on the spacesuit, clip in this corner here, and then do this ceiling walk strat, which we did before, which I've just failed horribly. And we can just go straight to this door, skipping a decent bit of walking. So during this section, I'm fairly certain stop hopping is quicker, because when you are in the spacesuit, I think it makes you slower, but because we have speed cripple, we are still faster, but stop hopping is pretty much always the same speed, no matter what happens. I'm just going to activate these 3 things here. They'll pretty much always be around the same location. And then I'm going to go up into this little cutscene. So this is how we're going to break the DLC the most, by doing some sequence breaking stuff, but we're going to clip through this door here, activate the teleporter, go through it, and we're going to head down these stairs here and into this corner, like so. Just quick save, quick load. If you fall underneath that, just carry on quick loading until you can press E on this. The timing for it is pretty difficult, and you'll probably want to watch like one of the world record videos to see how it's kind of meant to be done. There is another strat which I found for this. I forgot to kill these. Make sure to loot the captain and put the kind of ray on max power. I did find a new clip to get into here, but I've yet to try it in a run because I don't know how consistent it is. But everything's posted in the Discord if you want to go and find it.
Where did that come from?
Wow, this looks just like the bridge on Captain Cosmos. Soma, you go stand over there.
So now I get to hear Sally's annoying dialogue.
Mr. Elliot, you're thin.
We kind of need to listen to this dialogue though. when Paulson finishes his line, we can press the button.
Death ray.
I am no goddamn space monkey.
So that allows you to do it quicker than just looking for when the trigger pops up. And you're going to press this button whenever it goes off. If you lose power, there's 4 things which you can press there, and there. And then you'll get power back. Loses around 10 to 15 seconds.
Something like this.
Most of the time you'll get it, but on very rare occasions you'll actually be blessed by Todd Howard.
Wait, did anyone hear that?
Little busy here, darling.
So you need to shoot around 10 plus times. So we've got 3 more shots left. This last bar is always 2 shots, which is like a general rule. Sometimes when you lose power, the health bar will kind of break. But as soon as you do that last shot, walk over here. You might need to say a quick code a few times to skip some dialogue, and then wait.
Hey, I thought you should
And
know.
Elliot will come and talk. Level up lockpick again. Get Child at Heart. And then just leave. Head kind of southwest just to pick up the alien blaster and what? Okay.
Hey, I thought you should know.
There's normally an alien blaster there with a lot more bullets. 1 minute. Do that Child at Heart. Okay. I don't know what's happened here. I'm just gonna console command in an alien blaster. 1 moment. That's never happened before. There is always meant to be an alien blaster there. I don't know if it fell out of the map or what, but let's just console command 1 in. So 4322. Okay, so provided your game doesn't bug out, you'll get an alien blaster. We're also missing some ammo. You should have around 160 ammo. And your ammo can be quite tight. I'm just gonna head east, southeast, near to this road here with the railing, and down to this building. When you're into here, just walk straight forward, look a bit down and to the left, and you'll get the bobblehead. I'm gonna head northeast this way. You'll see a road, and we're gonna head just next to it, to those ruined houses. And when we reach the top of here, if you look on the compass at the bottom, we're trying to look for the triangle, which takes us into Vault 92. So, when we're into here, there's quite a few things we need to do. On this table here, there'll be 2 fission batteries, which we do need to take. Yeah, I got them both. There's a mine here, but if you're in straightforward, it shouldn't affect you. And just go through these doors. Do a stair clip here. This stair clip's really easy. And just jump and into this room here. Then go around here, do another stair clip. Jump over this small gap and go into this window bit where you dip down. Quick save, quick load. And you should be able to third person the violin. Try to take your armor off if you remember as well. Go through the door and then just COC back and we'll leave. Yeah, if you don't know, having armor on does slow you down. I did forget to take it off. Okay, so we've got kind of lucky with our spawns here and we should be able to just run past them. Most of the times you can run past these death claws. Mostly unscathed. This last death claw here, just run straight forward. It's very rare that it'll actually hit you because we move too fast. He does follow us though for a while, but we do avoid him. So we're gonna head in between those 2 power pylons to the Republic of Dave. Alright, okay, sorry about that. I just had to go get a parcel. Okay, so we're gonna head for this broken power pylon, and we're gonna go to the left of it. And there'll be a little rock we can jump off of to get inside of Dave. Because of the way rocks work in this game, you can fall ever so slightly and not like, eat your jump, but just make a quick save beforehand. There's a little bit of RNG here, but we're going to go into the museum here. And then take the bobblehead. Sometimes these will aggro. If they do... Okay, yeah, that was a really late aggro, but you can jump out of here. And if you go far enough, you can just fast travel. And we go to the minefield. And we're going to head ever so slightly north of east. Because we're trying to aim for the Temple of Union. Which is this way. So what we're trying to do here is kill Hannibal Hamlin for a quest which we just pretty much completely skip by going to talk to Leroy Walker over in I think it's the Lincoln Memorial. I don't know, I'll find out soon, it's not too far away. Okay, so we're going to aim for the pile of rubble there. And we're going to just try and go on to this here. And then just shoot this guy here. Might take a few shots if you hit his weapon or if you miss. And they're just going to head towards kind of recommons this way. Yeah, it can be a bit awkward to walk up that sometimes, so just wiggle your mouse or go a slightly longer way. I'm just going to aim for this path. Okay, so now this is the Mechanist, that's the antagonist. Or antagonizer, even. Just gonna kill that Protectron. Gonna go in the house and spammy, we should talk to Ro.
Are you alright?
Just do the top dialogue until you get the speech check. If you fail it, you'll need to do another speech just to say I'll do it, I think, and then we can leave. Then we're just gonna kill the Mechanist. Yeah, you'll see you can't one-shot him. And his robots will glitch out. Then you're gonna just enter and exit this. And Ro will be here.
All of that fight.
Leave. And then go this way in between these houses. And then we're just gonna head pretty much directly south. And take toughness here. So this is the best vault in the whole game. Just aim for the triangle and you should reach it. So if you don't know what this vault is, it's undoubtedly the best. So when we go in, we're going to take a left. Go through this way, try not to get cooked by any more rats blocking doors. COC when we get through this door. Go through this way. Into this room to get the bobblehead. You can hear the Garys just being Gary. Got bad RNG with the door. And then we're just gonna leave the Garys, unfortunately. That clip there can be a bit difficult sometimes, but that was pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna carry on southeast. This is exactly the same as bobbleheads. Yeah, so we're gonna kind of just go this way to the National Guard Depot. Which is where the next bobblehead is. Unfortunately, it does have a bad clip in it, but it's still good enough. So just gonna aim for that area there, which because of LODs just looks awful. Okay, so we're just gonna go to the right of this fence. Compared to bobbleheads, there will not be any outcast here, unless you're really fast, or it might be luck. I think it's to do with how fast you are, though, for them to spawn. But you do need to kill those. You do need to kill those robots. Check this for a quantum. And then we're just gonna go into this corner here and imagine if I got it that quickly. There we go. Just go through this door, get the bobblehead and leave. We're not gonna get the, you know, unique weapon in here, which is great. We're just gonna leave with the bobblehead. COC. There are stim packs there if you need them. And leave. Fast travel to Jefferson. So in Jefferson, there's a. You can kill these in any order, but this is about as optimal as it gets. There's also stim packs there if you need them. So you're gonna go around this side, kill this one, which alerts two of these people usually over here. Don't hit that weapon. Then you go through here, just walk forward. Kill that guy. Kill that one. Usually the third guy, who we killed earlier, will still be here. So you'd kill him now. But it's not too much time lost. This way. And then we're just going to do a stair clip here. Look south. And there'll always be two here. Sometimes they'll be in corners. This person here might be in a little hole. All the way back there. A person will always spawn there. And a person will always spawn here. So we're going to kill those. Then on the stairs, we'll get the last one. No, he's actually in his room. So if there's not one on the stairs, he'll be in that room. Most of the time he'll come out, but because we got some decent spawns, I think he didn't actually hear us shoot. So we stayed there. Then we're going to jump into there. Just jump in COC. Jump in clip. And you should be able to COC. And just leave. I'm going to head this way towards downtown DC. These guys like to throw grenades. Yep, there we go. If you just run, you should be able to avoid them. Sometimes you just can't though. But it's very unlucky to actually lose speed cripple there. So on the way we're gonna discover Rivet City. And then we're gonna go this way to Anacostia Crossing. So there is a Nuka-Cola machine around here, which does not have a quantum. We're gonna jump off this way and head north. If you look at the signs, we're gonna we're going to the museum station. So we're gonna go through this tunnel and go straight to the end, and there'll be a little door we can go through. In this loading screen, hold W and A, and move your mouse slightly left, and you should go through the stairs. You can carry on this way. And then when you reach this part, go up the broken escalator and through this door. Okay, so now we're in the mall area. And we're going to go straight to the Museum of Technology. So if you run into this wall here, you can clip through it in COC. It's not the most consistent clip though. If not, go through this vault, through the stairs, like normal. Just so you know, the COC point is here. You want to look west and just carry on this way.
Concerns about security? Should the unlikely event arise that the planet... We hope you've enjoyed our tour today.
1 minute. Right, okay, sorry about that, I'm back again. Okay, so when we go into this part, it's one of the wings. We go down through this door into this little planetarium part. Quick save before tailhooking this door, because it is only a 50% chance. And just quick load if you don't get it. Open the door from this side, otherwise you get stuck behind it, and then take the Virgo dish. And then we just exit the way we came. When you go through this door, just spam jump and W and A, and you should end over here-ish near the door. Okay, now we're gonna head just past the Washington Monument on our visit to Leroy Walker. We do this since it's a good fast travel point for later. Because when we exit the Lincoln Memorial, we fast travel back here. And then at the end of the run, when we need to place the dish for Free Dog, we also need to use it then. Okay, so when doing this part, there are people here that will try to talk to you, but we're just gonna kind of hug the rocks, and we should be fine. This is a crash spot, so do be careful of that. And we're gonna quick save before talking to Leroy,
I'm Leroy Walker.
because there is a speech check here. Although it is 80%, still a chance to fail it. We're gonna exit, fast travel back to the monument. And as soon as we spawn, just hold D and go to the Museum of History. We don't do anything here, we just discover it for later, because now we're going to go to the National Archives. So when we arrive here, we're going to pull out our alien blaster and kill the lone super mutant, just so we can fast travel quicker. Because sometimes he'll run over here and we need to run into that corner if we don't kill him. So when we enter the National Archives, in the far corner there, we're going to go through this door. Just going to go down the stairs. When we go through this broken door here, take a right, and there'll be an easy lockpick door. Again, quick save just before you do it. And you can run around this. I like to stair clip here. Look east, and you can just go down. If you're down the stairs, it's the same route, but you just have to go a little bit further, and then go through this door. You get to hear the men's speech.
Today I address you with a message of utmost urgency. Men!
So we can take a left, and there'll be another average door here. And what we're going to do is a stair clip here to do a ceiling walk. You are going to want your alien blaster out before we go through this door over here. So just walk on over to the end and you'll see we go have a door. We do want a kill button. We don't need to loot all there, but it can just be quicker. And we want to unlock both doors and take the Declaration of Independence. And then we can leave. So for this part here, there's a few clips out. So there's one where you go into the windows like this and just quick save, quick load. They're very weird to do. For some people it's easier, but you kind of want to get stuck here. And if quick save, quick load, you'll get pushed through. For some people, this works. If you run into this corner, just look at the dot there. You can clip through. Like that. They are the main clips out of that room. So just choose the one which works best for you. Okay, some mines there. Random encounters if you like. Okay, so we're gonna fast travel to Super Duper and just cross the river here. And we're gonna go close to this metro, just to discover it for later. And then we're gonna carry up towards Bethesda Ruins. Again, if you've seen Bubbleheads, you'll know what to do here. So what we're going to do is just aim for these buildings, go in between the gap in the fence. You can jump over it from the side. I think if you go here you can just clip through. Yeah, if you jump like that, you can clip through instead of going around that way. But it's up to you which one you want to do. I'm just gonna go around this way, get the bobblehead, and after we get the bobblehead, we're gonna take a left this time and just run over to this area and get stuck on the invisible wall. So we're going here to try and fast travel. There's a dog there though. But we're trying to fast travel. There we go. And we're gonna go to the Seneca station. So now we can do the bullet ties quest. So what we're gonna do here is run up to this door, get your fists out, and just punch. You're gonna punch to avoid talking to him. I was a bit too late there. But you can avoid talking to him, that saves a little bit of time. And then we're just gonna go through here. So for this part, we want to be careful. We're gonna hug this wall here to avoid bear traps and mines. And we're gonna kind of loop around this way. There's a thing there for a shotgun. I just jump over that in case I do lose crippled. In case I do get crippled.
Whoa,
Gonna talk to this guy. There's a very small chance that you'll get this. If not, just do the next few options and then leave, because this news can get in here without everyone being aggroed. You can just clip through that fence, but the reason we do it this way is because there's a bed here which we can use to heal, because by this point in the run, you know, having a heal is always nice. So you can do that. We're going to kill Vance. We're on a good cycle here. Sometimes he will be in his room, or very rarely he'll be down there. That's his room. Then we walk by there. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to talk to Ian West.
I thought I heard guns.
And just spam through the top dialogue. Run into this corner here and just clip. COC. Go through this door. And then clip on these stairs. These stairs are very hard to clip on. There we go. Leave. Very rarely you won't be able to fast travel here. Most of the time you will. It's due to the random encounter which spawns here. Sometimes it'll be like ants and stuff. If that happens, just run around and kill them. Then you should be able to fast travel. Then we're just going to talk to Ian. Not Ian, Evan. Very similar names. Just do the top dialogue and leave. And that is enough to complete the quest. Then what we're going to do is go to Evan's house here. And we're going to break in, make a quick save in case you failed the force lock. Take the bobblehead and then fast travel to the Gordon Flash Fordham, same thing, to the Flash Memorial and head south. We're going to aim for that triangle there, but we're going to go a slightly longer way because that place area is filled with enemies. So we're just going to carry on through here. We're going to go into Vault 106. And we've got a vault door clip. You can open it if you want. If not, try and clip through it. They are kind of difficult to clip through. I was doing that wrong. So you can clip through the first two doors and then just open this last door. Stair clip here. Go through that door. Get the bobblehead over in this room on the far left.
Found ya. Where? Look what we have here.
And just COC through this door. And leave. So now on to Evergreen Melts. Again, random encounter there. Sometimes they will speak to you. Unfortunately. If the guy comes running up to you with the collar on, try and shoot him. Or just start punching in the air. So, Evergreen Mills. We're gonna head just pretty much exactly southwest. Up the side of this. This is why having an auto walk key is preferable. Because then you don't have to hold down W. So a lot of what we're doing now is pretty much the same as bobbleheads. This is why it's good to learn it. So we're going to draw down here. Break off all. Run along the rooftops. Or not, I got staggered and I couldn't jump. So I'm gonna just run along this. Just hold W and spam jump. And you should be able to get through this pretty quickly. Okay, again, this is the person which can have the missile launcher. If they get a very fast equip like that, it might be worth taking the time to kill them. Because losing speed cripple just takes a lot longer than just killing someone. Again, vending machine there. That one isn't as good to check because of the location that it's in. I'm on top of the car. So now we're just gonna climb this rock. Come on, there we go. Oh, I didn't get the jump, no. Yeah, climbing this rock difficult. Can be difficult at times. There we go. And instead of doing the bobbleheads thing where we go to Dunwich, we do that slightly afterwards. For now, we're just going to go straight to Smith Casey's. And then, well, we're going to go straight to Rockopolis, but discover Smith Casey's on the way. Got the fire lance. Insane, 3% RNG. So we're gonna go to Rockopolis and go this way to the Jaguar tunnels. Yeah, carry on this way to that triangle. So this is exactly the same. So we literally just walk forward and just kind of follow a straight path. You can take a few hits here because we are very soon going to reach another health point. So we're going to go through the door, COC here. And then we're going to head north to Little Lamplight. We don't do Little Lamplight yet because since we're doing all quests, we go through the story in the much more linear fashion, but we just discover the places we need to go. So in this run we do actually do Tranquility Lane. I'm gonna head just to the right of the water tower there. Very rarely the enemies that spawn behind us can stop us from fast traveling. But that's very rare. It's usually if the super mutants are on their spawn. So the fast travel point around here is just kind of in this corner next to the house. Not house, but like whatever it's called. I'm just gonna go to Tranquility Lane. So Smithcase's garage. Flip the switch. Got another vault door clip. This one I would argue is easier. Just because it's more like flat with the ground. Gonna go through these doors, talk to the robot, and then we can equip the Vault 22 jumpsuit, dropping everything else we have in apparel. So we're just gonna go open this. We are going to third person interaction in this chair, just to make it slightly quicker. It does bug out this animation here though, so the screen's a lot further away than it usually is, because we're in third person. But you know, Bethesda games. Okay, so we're going to hold W and go this way. I went way too far. Stop hopping around Tranquility Lane is good. So radio, glass pitcher, gnome, pitcher, cinder, block, gnome, and this bottle. That's the secret code you have to enter. So we do the top option, the documentation, and then the initiate failsafe. And that's the quickest way to exit Tranquility Lane. And in 30 seconds, it's done. We do lose speed cripple because we did turn into a child. So just hop over to Dad and do his dialogue. And then leave as soon as you can. Clip on this door frame. It can be a bit weird. Just look around here. And you should clip in. Alright, now we're gonna level up speech and get bloody mess. The perks at this point don't matter as much. Okay, when we go through this door, because it makes an autosave, we can now load back to our missile cripple save and just get that again. And then once we've got it back, just load the autosave.
That's the way you want it.
Okay, try not to get stuck on the mole rats. Stim packs there if you need them. And then when we leave here, you'll notice we kind of have this weird of filter on. I'm not sure why this happens, but it's just from doing Tranquility Lane in a weird way. I'm just going to carry on southwest to Gerda Shade. Luckily now we've done most of the walking for this. Well, to kind of get most of the locations, because on our map now we've got the only places we are really missing is up here. Like all of this area is pretty much discovered and there's nothing really down there. So the fast travel point for Gerda Shade is in like really close to their houses for some reason. But after we get that, we're going to carry on southwest because we're going to discover the Rockland Tunnel, which we need for the Broken Steel DLC, which is the worst DLC to speedrun. So just kind of aim this way. It's like right in the bottom corner of the map. So what we're aiming for is that part of the rock behind it. No, there even. I thought it was with. Okay, yeah, aim there. It's got a nice point to climb the rock. And you'll see the triangle there. Because then you've got this nice little bit you can just jump up. And the fast travel point for this is really nice, you can just walk around there. And now we go to Dunwich. Since we come from a different angle than the Bubblehead's route, the enemy there usually just should be far enough away that it shouldn't affect us. Although we did get a red scorpion. Okay, so we're just gonna go. Oh, there's the Nuka-Cola machine. Didn't actually know that one was there. So go through the second door on your left. Third person interaction, this. The best thing to do for that third person interaction is just to mess around with it. Everyone has their own setup which works for them. But eventually you'll find a way which is consistent for you. So now we're going to head to Tenpenny Tower, which is a incredibly broken quest. So what we're trying to do for Tenpenny is basically help Roy Phillips take over the tower, but we do it without knowing Roy whatsoever. So this fast Tenpenny strat kind of needs a bit of explaining to do, but basically we don't want to talk to Roy whatsoever before this, because it can mess with it. So what we're going to do is aim for the kind of back of Tenpenny Tower here, and you'll see this pile of rocks, and we're just going to use those to jump in. If you get a good jump off here, you can jump in. If not, jump on here and then jump up there. And that is one of the ways to get in here. So what we're going to do is need our Alien Blaster, our Mesmetron and Missile Launcher bind. And we're going to want our Mesmetron out for this part. We're going to go into this area here, and Susan should be here. If not, you might need to wait until it's like day or something, and we do the middle and then the top dialogue. and that sends her to go to Paradise Falls. Then we go into the basement, go around here, get our missile launcher out, and shoot in the corner to blow a invisible generator. Then we go through this door here. Then we go back through the door we came in, and Roy will now talk to us. Do the top few dialogue, and then leave. And we've pretty much just sequence broke this quest. So now what we have to do is let the ghouls in. Well, let them in. So we're gonna kill Gustavo and take his generator key. And then we're gonna go all the way this way to the generator room. We're gonna leave. We're gonna enter this even. We're gonna wait an hour. And we're gonna leave. Sometimes it takes a bit of time, but you should be able to wait. And you can fast travel here, go into this corner and clip, and you'll get pushed through. And talk to Roy.
Great job, kid.
And that is the end of that quest. So now fast travel to the Super Duper Mart to do the most buggy quest of the game. So there's a lot of backups for this quest. Fortunately, we got good luck. Okay, so if you see Brian running towards you this way, you're okay. Because that means he isn't stuck somewhere. If you get him running towards you like that, it's good. And it's very fast than just doing it looking for him, even though he'll be in set locations most of the time. And we're going to run this way to the metro, the Marigold Station. So we do have a hard clip to do here in the corner. You can do this without this clip. I'd recommend trying the clip though, it does save a lot of time. So what you have to do is run into the corner, but quick save, quick load in a quite specific window, and you'll clip through here and you can COC. Go through this door, follow the left, go this way, and what we're gonna do now is just go to Dr. Lesko's lab, take a right and then take a left, greet Dr. Lesko in the best way possible. You need to loot his terminal access to unlock the hatchery door. And then we're going to go into the ant's nest. So we're just going to go past all of these ants, carry on this way, down here, and then take a right when we get down this part. And we want to go to the terminal and send inhibitor pulse. Then behind this kind of work light here, go in the corner and just quick save, quick load, and you should be able to clip through if you do it like that. If not, you can just run to the exit, but doing it like this way and going east just saves a bit of time. Then from here what we're going to do is COC here, and then go to Falls Church here. So there's two ways you can do this. You can either run around here, and when you go here you can wait, or if you just want to do a cool little clip, jump on here, look around this area and walk forward, and you can also do that, and then just fast travel back to Marigold. So because we got the good Brian, he's going to be waiting here.
It was so...
I'm just going to spam this little dialogue and leave. Sometimes there'll be regulators here. Just kill those, because if not they will bother you on the next fast travel. Okay. I'm quickly just going to show off some places he can be. Level up speech, and then strong back. So if Brian isn't running towards you there. Most of the time, he'll be stuck here or stuck here. So you're just going to have to run to him and just talk to him manually instead of him coming to you. I think they're the main places you can get stuck. There might be others, but they seem to be the most consistent when it happens. It doesn't often happen. So we're going to head southwest from the Marigold Metro to go to Bailey's Crossroads. So we're going to run past all the ghouls. Gonna go past the Red Racer Factory, which is that building there. Gonna carry on south, and just off the edge of this place here is going to be Bailey's Crossroads. And the door's right there. So we're just going to go down these stairs and take a right. No quantum. Okay, so we're also going to do a interruption here. So get your fists out and just start punching. Because if not, the knight over here will talk to you. And we want to clip on the flat surface of this here, so just go up to it like that and you'll clip through. You might need to jump because the ground here is really high for some reason. But if you do it in like one manner, you'll usually get it quite quickly. Just quick save, quick load to jump up here. I'm going to jump onto an invisible wall here. And then just jump on here. I'd recommend quick saving like before every jump, just in case you do fail it, because this game does have very weird jump physics. I'm just going to go in the elevator. So there's multiple ways you can do the elevator. You can just clip through that door quick enough, or if you jump on the side here, quick save, quick load, and fall. And we're just going to kill her and take the neural interface suit. Drop that. We'll keep the gold mask for now because it's a nice backup strat and third person interaction in the chair. So we do get an automatic heal after this, no matter what health you're on. So don't worry about losing too much health here to the aggro. But doing that does save a lot of time. So now we are in Operation Anchorage. So we're going to spam F2 here. And drop our armor and just run forward. And what we're going to do is go across this place. This first part here, just the Guns of Anchorage, is pretty much exactly the same as normal. There's nothing really too different. We just have to do it as quickly as possible. So you can make a small jump across here. Just saves a bit of time. And then once you get here, you can just jump up the side, which I just failed doing horribly. Yeah, let me just give it another go. So when you're here, you can just jump up the side, like that. You need to say a quick load to get like the jump thing back. It's been a while since I've done that. But it is quicker than going just the normal way. So during this load screen, hold W and A, and you should end up like around here. Fall on that, because that'll kind of soften your fall. and just go around this way. Take a right through here. I'm just gonna look up at the ceiling and talk to Ben.
God damn, this place is...
And get a really zoomed in picture of him. So after this load screen, hold just A, because if you go forward, you will kind of shoot off the cliff. If you hold W for a little bit, you'll be fine. Just like get around the rock, but don't forget that part and just walk off the edge, like I've done many times. So it's quite often that you'll get stuck there on the soldiers. Okay, so now at this part. So in the slow screen, hold WA and move your mouse to the left, and you should be around here. And then you can just go this way, northeast. Go around these barrels and just up here. There's a health there if you need it, but you should be fine. Gonna go up this left set of stairs here, so we can jump up there like that. It's just more optimal than going the other way. I'm just gonna go around here. So you can go either side here. Going to the left is preferable because you can get this cool little jump. So if you jump on the railings and then jump over there, it is slightly faster. So during this, just hold W and then kind of just land on the railings to soften your fall. And we're just going to run to these 3 guns and make them explode. So there's 3 guns, make sure you actually plant a charge. And then after we plant it, we're gonna kind of just run off the side of the cliff. Like this. Try to do it without quick save or quick loading. And then just wait here. Kill people if you want, but you just gotta wait here for all the guns to explode.
And they all come tumbling down. Yeah.
And then that quest is done. So just gonna wait here and General Chase will talk to us and just do the top dialogue. And then just walk to the right here and you should be in the cutscene. And then try and find out where this guy is. Morgan, Lieutenant Morgan.
So,
And then just do his top 2 dialogue. And then leave. So we're gonna make an empty requisition team here. We're gonna take the close assault for our weapons. So we're gonna run this way towards the quartermaster.
what did you
He's
need?
gonna give us our stuff on the top dialogue. I'm gonna bind my armor and bind the combat shotgun. And
Sir. Sir.
the reason I'm gonna bind my armor is because when you run with armor on, you're slow. Or slower, I should say. But when you have armor on, you take less damage, so... Okay, this part needs a bit of explaining. You're gonna run as close as you can to that wall while quick save, quick loading. Just to avoid this guy here with the missile launcher. Once you're against this wall, you're fine. Once you leave the wall, quick save, quick load until you reach those containers there. basically quick save, quick loading interrupts any animation. So essentially if he wants to fire, he would have to re-aim and then do the fire animation. I'm going to carry on this way. And then when I reach around here, I'm just going to put my armor on and equip my gun. Because you can take a lot of damage to these people. You can unequip your weapon, just to automatically reload it. And there's 2 people in here we need to kill. There's a invisible soldier here. There'll be another invisible soldier here. Not invisible. 2 people on the top of here. And you'll see me at doors mainly going equipping my weapon because there's not much we can do there. So now at a point where you can just take your armor off again, because as of here you don't take much damage at all. Just kill these. What we're going to do is kill the one here first, instead of the one inside here. Because this one technically doesn't need to be killed, but you can do it anyway. And then just refill your ammo and your health. And I'm just going to exit again and do the other stuff. So, yeah, I've got no armor on, because we don't really need armor at this point. So we're going to go straight forward through these trenches. Be careful of that missile. I always forget about that one. That does actually hurt you. We're just going to jump up here. Going to go in third person here, so we're slower. And just going to jump when we reach the edge. And now we're out of bounds. The game's that broken, you can literally just jump out of bounds right there. And then just going to carry on this way to the tanks. So we do this twice. We do it once to go this way and once to go across the pipe. So just going to carry on this way and eventually we'll reach a fence. So that's why the paths diverge, so the next time we do it we'll go along that way. And this is just to get paving the way complete. So getting out of bounds in this DLC is really easy. It can be done just by jumping in specific spots like that. There is technically an out of bounds for the section before, but there's just no easy way to get back in bounds. So we're going to walk past this part here and just drop in, because none of that actually has a collision box. So you can just drop in, and we're going to explode the fuel tank and run this side of the tank, because more often than not he'll be blocking you there. So we're going to carry on this way, and then we're going to get to this fuel tank. Try and get this one as quick as possible. Yeah, this might happen. If it does, you should be fine. Very rare cases you'll die, because you get soft locked and the game doesn't know what to do. Most of the time you should be fine. Sometimes you'll get launched in the sky. Just quick to break your fall. And then there's just ammo here you can use. Health here you can just... Yes, I know how to word. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, now that we've completed paving the way, we're going to carry on and just finish the DLC. When you do all DLCs, I probably should have said this during Zeta, you literally just complete the main quest. So at any point during this, you could have just gone straight to the straight to Jingwei and finished the DLC, but we do need to complete all the quests within the DLC, which is why we take this way instead. So we're just going to carry on this way and get to a good point where we can jump on the pipe. So there's two ways to do this. There's a way where if you come to this point here and you kind of go here, you can stop hop jump. That's not a jump. You can stop hop jump onto here, and you can be on, if you jump here, you'll be on this side of the invisible wall. Or the way that most people do it is they just walk this way, and you can just jump on much easier. But you'll be on this side of the invisible wall. To get to the other side, we just need to walk to the end. Neither way is quicker, this way is just easier. So, just do this way. So, as you see, I can't move this way, but when we reach the end, I can go to the other side. And we can just go through the door and finish the DLC. So, make a quick save throughout this. I make mine just after he finishes stabbing him. Because you do have a speech check here. And then just look in this direction, towards the rocks, and walk to General Chase.
That'll do, so.
After you finish talking to him, hold A. So this is going to get us out of the chair, and we're going to start walking towards where we need to go. So we're going to go to the terminal, unlock, and we do need to take the armor, so make sure you take it. And then I'm just going to go this way. Okay. So when we reach the top up here, we're going to do some binding quickly. So F2, we want to bind and equip the alien blaster, and then bind the shish kebab. And then we're going to fast travel to Germantown. Also, we need to, with the alien blaster equipped, take 4 epoxy, which will fully repair our weapon. And then kill the super mutant just to make fast traveling easier. Then we've got a very hard lock here, so we have to just quick load a bunch. That was pretty good RNG. And then we have to do it again on this. And then we're going to talk to Red.
Rescuing me?
The easiest way to do this is just spam all the top dialogue and talk to her again. And ask her about the android, and then tell her to follow. Leave. Find a spot where you can fast travel. It's usually around here. And fast travel to Big Town. And then on your right, she should spawn.
I'm glad.
You can just talk to her. And then instantly fast travel all the way up to Vault 92. Where we will hopefully level up. Okay. We're gonna head north. No, we're gonna head just west. So speech, and then after speech, do repair. And we're gonna get rad resistance, just to make the Gek a little better. So we're gonna head west to that part there where the mountain kind of has like a road going through it, because we're gonna get into Oasis a different way. And it's not just because it's a pain to find. So, the Oasis quest is the best, because just like most quests, we do it in the quickest way possible, which means we get to do something very fun with Harold, who is the talking tree. I will say there is another strat where you can pick up a missile inside of the Anchorage VCC vault. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. VSS or something. You can pick up a missile there and shoot Harold instead of using the shish kebab. But I don't know which one's quicker. So we're going to aim for this pile of rocks here. And we're going to wedge ourselves in this corner. Quick save, quick load, and hold A. And if we do that, and we do it properly, because what we're trying to do is push ourselves into this rock. But the clipping is kind of a bit difficult to do. There we go. So just push yourself like either side of that part there. And you'll get pushed in. Because doing this clip is not the easiest. And then it's kind of hard to explain this path, but try and follow the way I'm going because there's a lot of invisible walls. And then just go over here, and we get the Oasis fast travel. Gonna talk to Birch.
Outside.
He's gonna talk to us twice
so
because
glad
he is
you're
needy
here.
like that. I'm just gonna say I'll follow you, and go through the door, and hold back. He's gonna look at us and then leave.
I can't believe you're here.
He's gonna look at us and then leave. There we go. I went too forward. I went forward too early. Because if you walk forward, it messes him up, and he
You
just
have no
doesn't do anything. The best way to do this is just to spam the top dialogue. I don't know if there's a quicker way, but it's not exactly slow. I guess you can go around with the dialogue. You want to wait an hour.
when you are
He
ready.
needs to be there, so kind of come to the side, and then you can drink the sap.
We will now recite
And
the
then you can just quick save, quick load through all of this.
soon.
Okay. So we're gonna run up to Harold and give him a nice talk. And we're just gonna run straight to the exit because all of those are a slight bit angry that we killed the tree friend. And we're gonna fast travel to Rivet City. And the gate will be, well, the bridge will be swinging over, so we have a few seconds to kill. Gonna make a jump over there. Harkness will talk to us.
Is there a problem?
Thanks for the help. Yeah. So we're gonna go into the stairwell. We're gonna go up the stairs and straight forward. Then we're gonna go this way, take a right, take a left, and on this door, in this room here, will be Dr. Preston. He's not always here.
You're in the Rivet City.
And we're just gonna either do the speech check or pay him 100 caps. Either way works. If he's not here, he might be in his room, or he'll be at the in this place. And then we're gonna go to Zimmer's room and lockpick it and talk to
You've been rather
Victoria
busy.
Watts. Just do her dialogue. Top 2 times, then leave, and then go this way to the science lab.
Hey there.
In the science lab, we're just going to jump down here. Going to talk to Dad and do this
You need
bottom
to get back to
dialogue, which
project.
is the quickest way to tell him to go.
Hey there.
Take the bobblehead and talk to Dr. Zimmer.
You there.
We're going to do his top dialogue and tell him that the android's just dead, and he's going to go to the institute. We want to go through this door here, not that one. Because this is the Capital Preservation Society. So we're going to go through this, and usually in this corner will be Abraham Washington. Sometimes he gets stuck behind the door, other times he'll be in bed.
Quite an impressive collection.
And what we're going to do is just sell him that, and then sell him that.
Well, that's
And just like that, another 2 quests are completed. So when we leave here, we're gonna go and just exit as normal.
Evening.
Hello, honey.
We basically just want to get to the marketplace. And our hope is that Flack
I'd better get home. Dad will be worried.
Closing time.
spawns. Unfortunately, he didn't. We couldn't. I don't think we could have killed him earlier because then the whole place would get aggroed to us. You could go to his room as well to try and kill him, but I just wait because he always seems to be here in the morning. So we're gonna kill him. That is for the
Opening fire.
Slaver quest, which I forgot the name of. I'm gonna run over here, and you should be able to fast travel when you reach around this area. Spam T to know if you can fast travel. And we're gonna go to the Museum of History. And we're gonna go in here, spam jump to get over those tables. When you exit this door, hold W and D. There's a rare chance we'll be able to avoid Winthrop there. When you're into here, just kind of W and jump a bit and talk to Mr. Crowley
What the hell did you
and
wake me?
do his middle dialogue. As soon as you get the time to go do it, drop the winterized armor and then pick it up. And then we can just leave.
Hello.
So, because Bethesda's quality programming, the normal T51 armor, which we get from doing the quest normally, and that T51 winterized armor, which we get from the DLC, are pretty much the same. So, now we're going to fast travel to Jefferson. And now we've got the worst quest in the game. We do need to wait a few hours. In fact, we waited earlier, so it should be fine. We're going to go into the rotunda, kind of do a 180 to go up the stairs and talk to Father.
Here we are.
Do his middle dialogue, and then he should alternatively leave. Go through this door, look slightly left to this door, and we're going to clip out of here, and then go just underneath these stairs, and you should be able to just hit that switch from the outside. At this point you can, okay, good jump, go onto this fence and fence clip. If if you know how inconsistent fence clips are, you'll know that could be a time save, or it could just lose you time. If not, you can just fall down and go up the normal way. And then we're just going to go back to that again. Do the middle dialogue twice, because he's going to ask us about
I've
Megaton.
been hearing good things.
And we tell him that we only disarmed the bomb in Megaton because it gave us money. And then we're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to go to a different spot. So, clip out. Land on top of here. And just run down there. You can do this by just COCing and running to there. I'm not sure which one is faster, but this is definitely not slow anyway. So we're just gonna get another fence clip through here. Like that. And just go to this door. It's probably better to jump on this side as well. Do that, quick save, quick load, skip dialogue, and talk again to Dad. Leave, and then just leave the basement. Then we're gonna clip where we did the first time we came here, so go in here, quick save, quick load, and jump, and go east. And we're just gonna go to the intake. We're just going to turn that pipe, and the Enclave come. So now what we do is just fall on here. Be careful about just falling all the way to the bottom, because you will cripple yourself. So it's actually better to land on those platforms. Try and get another fence clip. And we need to kill this guy. And we need to kill this guy. And now when we enter the rotunda, if we're quick enough, we can talk to Autumn when he starts his dialogue there. And then we're going to third person interaction him. You can do this third person thing twice, and it'll kind of skip his mini like speech, and then just quick save, quick load. Skip this. So now what we do is spam E on Dr. Lee, because that stops her from moving, and just try and push her down towards the door there.
What is he doing in there?
So the best way to do it is kind of push her through this gap here.
What is he doing in there? What is he doing?
This is not good.
What is he doing? What is he doing in there? James.
And then what she'll do is, because this area now is safe, be careful when going through these doors as well. You need to make sure she completely changes cell before you go through the door. Otherwise she'll glitch out and not come through sometimes. Okay, so now we're on to this skip. So we're going to kill these three. We're going to run forward so she talks to us, and just do the top dialogue. So she's going to follow us, and we're just going to kill her. Well, knock her unconscious. Do repair here. And animal friend. Now we're on a timer, because we need to reach this next cell before she wakes up. So you follow this path, jump on this generator here, jump into this corner here, and look up. There'll be a secret door. Then what we can do is just a cool little walk across this side here. And then we're gonna take a right outside of here. And another right at the top of here. And this truck is difficult. For a start, it will kill our runs. It is consistent though when you kind of get your movement down. And when you reach the top here, you want to wait an hour. Okay. There we go. And just quick say, quick load, skip a dialogue, crouch here, and then you can do that. And that's Waters of Life completed, so now we're going to go to Little Lamplight. Okay, so we don't do the out of bounds for this, since we have Child at Heart, we have 100 speech, so we're guaranteed an entrance into Little Lamplight.
Hold it right there.
So we just go through it the normal way. You can talk to Mayor McCready here and just spam his top dialogue, and he'll say that you can go to Murder Pass. Then you wait an hour, so he goes forward to open it, and then we're just going to follow the right hand side this way, past souvenirs, to Murder Pass.
Don't just stand there. Get out of here already.
And we got into Murder Pass, so now what we're going to do is, this is for the most part exactly the same as any percent, apart from one thing, which I'll get to when we reach it.
Now try and hide. No more games.
So you can just go through the second door there. Again, you don't need to do the rock jump, but if you do, it does save time. It's a very weird place to get leveled up. Animal friend again. Because that way, Jaguars and stuff don't aggro to us.
Now try and hide from
We don't actually go for that other stair clip, we just go this way, because in a run this long, going for a strat like that just isn't the smartest of moves, since it loses time if you fail it, and it only saves like a little bit of time. Okay, so this is where we change. So because we've already got the quest, we don't need to activate the fire alarm.
Now try and
So what we can do is just go straight to the gag, which makes this section just a lot nicer. In a run here you'd normally save, but let's just go for it. Okay. My setup for this has gone awful. Okay, and then we just clip out.
there you are! Found you!
So then we can just go over this way, not get through the door for some reason. And there we go. Minute long cutscene.
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the Gek is secured aboard my vertibird.
Yes, sir. I'll have the techs come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain she's unharmed?
Yes, sir. She'll pass out shortly, but we can revive her.
Excellent. Prepare her for transport immediately.
Right away, sir.
Obviously, if you get the bug here, the run is dead, unfortunately, but it's very rare, so don't worry. So here we're just going to do the top dialogue. So this part is also exactly the same as 90% apart from a few things, so we do need to loot this. Oh, I paused my timer by accident. Didn't mean to do that.
You'll find your...
So, wait until you hear the quest noise, and then press E. Loot all, and then just clip through here. If I can remember how to clip. There we go. So, we do need to pick up some forks. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So, basically what we're trying to do is pick up 36 forks, so for every like set of forks I pick it up, I counted one. And then we just do this as normal, but we do need to get the bobblehead on the left here. Don't forget this one. This is killed in many runs. And those forks we're going to use very shortly. If I can get this clip, that would be nice. Don't know why I'm failing this now. Fun fact, don't play the game at really early in the morning, it doesn't work. Did we get cooked? Okay. try and clip through the door. Don't do what I did and fail it horribly. And then just talk to Eden. Do the middle dialogue. Doing this clip, honestly doesn't save that much time, but if you can get it first try, well, then obviously that's good. Wait here for that mine, and what we're going to do is go down here, make a save like this, so it's only stim packs. I'm going to put all our forks in there. We're going to take our forks and press A shortly afterwards. Like that, and then press A. You can do this twice if you want. I need to save both of those. Doing it twice might honestly be a good idea if you're just learning the run. Because what that has done is, if we go over here, we now have 72 stim packs. So you can just bind those and bind the alien blaster. Be careful with this guy. If he pulls out his rocket launcher, just quick save, quick load. Because you don't want to lose speed cripple to him. And we're just going to carry on this way. Because what we're trying to do now is get the fast travel for the pit DLC. So we need to go to the train yard. Then we are going to go to Werner and actually like kind of start the DLC. And then we're going to go to Fort Constantine and get the bobblehead there. So we've nearly got all bobbleheads at this point. There's only 3 more left to get. We don't get the last one though for a while. Just gonna carry on this way, look for the triangle. This is what we're looking for. And we're just gonna walk completely past this. And what we're going to do now is climb these rocks. So the best way to do this is to kind of hug this wall like to here.
Forced me to utilize deadly force.
And windows on this side. And just climb it by actually jumping like that. And then carry on east again. You don't need to climb up that part. You can just go past this. And when we reach this radio mast, we need to actually kill one of these people or damage them. So make sure you do that. Then we're going to talk to Werner and do the top 4 dialogue. And then do this I don't need a disguise one. And then we're going to head southwest. So the reason we have to say I don't need a disguise is otherwise the game forces us to get a slave outfit. If we do it this way, we can literally just turn up at the pit in our normal clothes, or lack thereof in this case. Okay, so we've had the first game crash. That's pretty good, 2 hours in. Okay, there's a very strong chance the loading river is going to break, so let's see. Ah, it's working. That's good. So, if you do ever crash, load your save, make a save, and then load your missile cripple save. And then just set it up again. And hope you don't get temporary. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on this way. We are going to kind of go close to this mountain here, or this wall. There will be enclave soldiers here. This is very rare for them to have a missile launcher, but it can happen. We're just going to go around this way, and we're going to go into the very normal looking house here, which is the CO house. Because, you know, every commanding officer has a weird nuclear missile bunker. So we're going to go into the basement, get the bobblehead, and then leave. Now we're going to go to Deathcore Sanctuary, which is kind of south-southwest from here. You can see that Yagwai just having fun. So because we've got Animal Friend, it's not going to try and attack us. So I'm going to take a small break just before we enter Point Lookout, just because the Point Lookout DLC is a pain for individual level and for 100%. Just because there's a lot you need to do, and it is just not fun. So we're going to fall in here. Again, the people up here can have a missile launcher. So if they do just say quick load to try and avoid them shooting, I'm just going to fall off here. And then we're going to go to the right of that kind of mast, radio mast. Which have great textures on LODs. What a good game. So I'm just going to jump up this part here, go into the corner, and there is our bobblehead. From here, sometimes we can't fast travel due to a person spawning, because we are next to a raider camp. So when they're dead, we can fast travel to the Citadel. There's more of them, isn't there? Oh god, that's not good. Now we're going to go to the Citadel. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we're just going to go south. So what we're doing now is just going to go to the riverboat landing, which is where the best character in the whole game is. If you don't know Tobar the Freeman, he is just the best character in the game. You'll know why after he says his dialogue line. the best. And now we're going to enter the third DLC of the run. This is the longest DLC as well. I think it's even longer than Point Lookout, which is crazy, but yeah, we're gonna punch here so this person here doesn't talk to us. Gonna stop when we reach here, talk to Tobar.
Welcome, my friend.
Do top dialogue, buy a ticket.
Just don't come crying to me
You can buy 2 tickets here.
Chewing on your guts.
Sell Captain Sidearm, and then go to apparel and sell these. Because we don't actually need any of that, and we're going to travel to Point Lookout. So, in Point Lookout, there's a lot of quests. Luckily, this DLC wasn't built well, so we can skip most of those quests. However, there is a lot of walking we need to do. So we are just going to go this way. And what we're going to go is, we're going to try and get to the hardware shack from here. So it's northeast. So it should be that little triangle there. And what we're going to do is, we're going to take the 3 fission batteries, which are there, and then we're going to go across this bridge. We need the fission batteries, we need, I think it's 6 or 7 for Margaret's shack when she makes us tonic, and then we need another one, I believe, for Reilly's Rangers. So what we're aiming for is this little, this pit here, with a goal stuck inside of it. And there's going to be a holotape and a fission battery. After this, we're going to run northeast. The shortest died pop-up can happen anytime. It usually happens around this DLC. But it doesn't really matter. So we need to make sure we discover this shack here, because we come back to this at multiple points. And then carry on northeast, past all of the people. Okay, there it is. And we're gonna aim for the chapel. And my game is lagging a lot right now. So the fast travel is just as we get past this, and then we're going to fast travel back to, well, we need to be able to fast travel. This is why a goal mask is sometimes good to have, because they shouldn't aggro if we have it on. But never mind, we'll just kill them. What is this aim? Okay, so once you get your NA aim and kill them, get a fast travel to the hardware store and go southeast. And we need to discover this place on the way, the ritual site. And then carry on this way to the Calvert Mansion. If you're familiar with Point Lookout, you probably think we need to go in here to do a bunch of stuff. The main quest line for Point Lookout is very broken, and we can skip most of it. Thankfully. but we just need to make sure we discover this for one part. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is head south. We're going to be just on the right of this dock here. And we're going to go into the intake tunnel. Again, if you played Point Lookout, you'll probably know there's a quest called the Velvet Curtain, which is quite a fun quest to do. And that applies for the speedrun too. So we're going to look south, COC, go through this door, go to the terminal, and press that button there. And we just completed the Velvet Curtain. And then just jump on the locker to escape. So we instantly get given and then complete the quest. Which is just the best. So what we're going to do is just go this way towards the dock. And try and swim as little as possible, so we can use the rocks and stuff. And then we've got to climb this little bit, and I do it in a very weird way. Okay, so now we're at the lighthouse where it gets very broken. So there's two ways to do this. I'm going to do this way just because it's easiest. But run into this corner, quick save, quick load. Like this, and you'll clip through. Hold W and A and just quick save, quick load till you reach the door. I'm not going to show you the strat for this just because it's not as good, but run into that corner, quick save, quick load, and just follow along the roof here. And we're going to aim for this circle room here, and not get stuck in the doors. And then we're going to run back this way. We're going to go in third person, get stuck here, and we're going to talk to Desmond. Do the top dialogue, then we can leave, and he'll talk to us about some other stuff. Then we can leave again after going through that dialogue, and you should land around here. I'm going to get repair up to that and then just do energy weapons. I'm going to use a life giver, just give some extra health, and now we're just going to go back this way to the exit. So this skip here basically skips us having to do the Calvert Mansion, and also skips some other stuff, but because it's all one quest anyway, it doesn't really matter, then we can just skip it. So, my clip out of here, in this area here you'll need to find your own clip, unfortunately, because it's different for every person. I look here, and I can just clip like that. That's my setup for it, but I can't use the clip that Jabbo does, I can't use the clip that Salmon does, so I just had to try and find a place that worked for me.
Who lingers at the
So we took the intercom there, then we fast travel to Marguerite's shack. And we go west, not east. So we want to go northwest. Yeah, if you want to see what the other setups for that clip are, it's probably best to watch Jabbo's or Newfoundland's PB, because I just can't get them to work whatsoever. So yeah, if we carry on northwest, we'll see this other bug area here with another excavated hole. And we're going to get the holotape and the fission battery. And then we're going to carry on west. And this is to the third soil survey. This last one doesn't have a fission battery in it, but that's fine. So that right there is the very edge of the map. So you don't want to go too close to that because there's a very rare chance if you go in a very specific spot, you'll COC warp back to Vault 101. Okay, so we're going to go and get that soil survey and then just head towards the marker. Basically, if you go out of bounds in the overworld of a DLC, in a way that the developer didn't intend, so in Anchorage they have failsafes, and Zeta doesn't really have like an overworld, so it pretty much only applies to this DLC, in a way. But if you do that, then you get CC warp back to Vault 101. So we're just going to go in the bog, and we've got 2 very annoying clips. So what we're going to do is go into here. We're just going to walk forward. I hold D as well, and quick save, quick load. This is one of the few places where we can actually clip through, and it's not that much of a consistent clip, but there we go. And then we're going to aim for this part here, and we're just going to jump on top of this. Sometimes you'll get stuck like that, just quick save, quick load. So if you jump too late. And the position for this is very precise. So you want to basically go here. You want to walk forward, hold A, and as you reach the top of this, you want to clip. Like so. And you'll clip inbounds. Because this whole area has a invisible sort of polygon shape. I don't really know what it is. I didn't look in the GIC for long. But this whole area has it, and it's very hard to clip out of. So for this clip, I'd recommend making a save, but you want to basically go in this corner, you want to jump in this corner and hold W and D, and I spam space as well, and until you get up here, and I'm just gonna quick save, quick load, and you should get pushed through this side eventually. If not, try it again, because it is a very weird, like that. It's very weird in the way that works. In very rare circumstances you'll get stuck in that rock, that's why some people make a save, and that acts as like a failsafe. And then if you walk close enough to the door, you just leave. So we're now going to head southeast to the Black Hole Manor. So here is Obadiah Black Hole. We're just going to steal all this man's yeast. Because he doesn't need it. He's, you know, he's not a cook. So there's yeast as you spawn through this door. There's yeast there, and yeast there. That's for the tonic we'll make later. And then we're just going to talk.
Keep your distance.
To this guy. And we're just going to say to him, I'll get your book.
Good.
Good. Yeah, this guy's got really weird voice lines, as you'll see when we talk to him later. So as soon as you leave, a person is set to talk to us, but we can fast travel away quick enough. Spam E to open this gate and talk to Jimson.
Truly the mother.
Now we're going to get pop-up, and then we can just leave. And we're going to go in here, and we need to have, I think, 10 refined punga. So we're just going to take a bunch of these and then talk to Nadine. And then we're going to ask who leads the tribe and where we can find him. And then we're going to leave again. I'm just going to pick a few extra of these just in case. So now what we're going to do after this is head east. So we're going to leave around here and head east. So we do actually need our shish kebab bound for this. You can use Jingwei's shock sword if you get it in Anchorage. But I just used the shish kebab because we already have it. So we're just going to go to this triangle here, and here's the coastal grotto. You do need 1,000 caps for this. If you don't have 1,000 caps, go do Obadiah's quest first, which you'll see shortly.
Welcome.
So there's 1,000 caps. We're just going to go in here, and this is the main combat of the run. Press the button and just kill everything. So our goal is to try and kill these before those people die, because these people actually help a lot with the ghouls. Yeah, be careful of the bear traps. That's why it's good to have the stimpaks bound. It doesn't really matter if these die, it'll just be a little bit slower, because they won't be killing anything. Although they do seem to be broken at the minute. So, never mind. Okay, right, we're on the last wave. Oh, he's not dead. And this should be the last one. And now we can just leave. So that's Plick Safari. Hopefully. No, we missed one. There we go. That should be all of them. There we go. When we leave, we're going to talk to Plick. And we're going to leave. He does give us a unique weapon, but we don't use it. So we're going to leave here, and we're going to just hug the mountain until we get to the wrecked sea tub over here. Carry on this way, and we're gonna try and talk to this weird thing here. Since this is a very common crash spot, all we're gonna do is kill this guy and quick save, quick load if you have aim, because if not, 3 dialogues overlap at once. Do the middle dialogue for that, by the way. Because if not, 3 dialogues go at once, and it's very hard to, it's very likely that you'll crash. After you do this, walk forward, and you should be able to fast travel when you reach around here, and fast travel to the lighthouse. We're going to go in the lighthouse and leave, and then talk to Desmond,
I knew it.
and do the bottom dialogue here. And we're going to be like, we're afraid of heights. So then fast travel to Pilgrims Landing, and when we go around this corner here, we're going to quick save, quick load. Again, even. Basically, quick save, quick load every time he talks, but he tends to do it in the same spot every time. When you reach here, he'll talk again. Then you can throw it away. Then go to the Calvert Mansion. Walk forward. And there Desmond is in the flames. He's not always there, it depends on how much we've broken the game. Sometimes he just won't be there, but it's fine if he's not. Okay, so after that happens, we're going to fast travel to the ritual site. And we are going to go in here and get his book, which is very dangerous, but money is money. So we're just going to go this way, we're going to hug the left. Well, not down there. I'm going to take the book. You can COC out of here, and the best way to do it is like this. Kind of run into that post and quick save, quick load. It's one of the only spots where you can clip out of. And then look west. And then we're going to run east. You can just run out of that place as normal, because that clip is very hard to do. So we're just going to run east to Ozymandias. This whole quest here to do with the soil surveys is a reference to the poem, by the way. An antique land is the first line of the poem, and the terminal in there is the poet's name. It's about a tyrant from Egypt. Yeah, Baishi. I'm just going to enter these 3 codes and then do the top one. And that's quest completed. Gonna leave and fast travel back to Blackclaw Manor, where we're going to talk to Obadiah again. And he's going to say the best voice line ever.
The book.
There we go. The book. Gonna leave and fast travel to Margaret's shack. So when we're here, we're just going to talk to it and just do the top dialogue.
You ain't have the...
And if you do have everything, eventually the dialogue will just end. And you're just going to not talk to her again. You're going to sleep for 24 hours. You can just wait instead, but sleeping is preferable because it just, you know, heals you completely. So once that's done, hopefully she isn't sleeping. We're just going to talk to her. And that's another quest done. We're going to leave and try and fast travel immediately. I'm just going to make sure we did do the quest, yeah. If you fast travel immediately, you can fast travel to somewhere else. If not, you'll need to kill the enemies nearby. And we're just going to go to the Lighthouse. And this will open as normal. We can go into the underground lab. What we're going to do here is just clip where we did before, but we're going to COC. And we're just going to kill Professor Calvert. And now we can just leave the DLC. So when we get here, go to Pier. You can punch here to avoid...
Hello.
I don't know why I'm talking to him. You can punch there to avoid thingy, but that is the end of the DLC, with all the quests done. So as soon as we throw that, I was going to spam F3 and go all the way up to the train tunnel. And go into the pit, look down, and travel to the pit. So this DLC requires you to do quite specific stuff. So as soon as we spawn in, we're going to go third person.
Hang on, someone's coming.
And just walk. This is because we need to be slow enough that Werner's timer runs out and he's on a force grate to talk with us. Like his timer from that dialogue that is in now. So he's on the set to talk to us, to tell us that, you know, like when you go in the pit, I won't be able to help you, but you need to go and meet Medea. But since we're already in the pit, he is going to follow us. And if the game works, then hopefully he follows us to a certain spot which sequence breaks the quest. So you can run through this bridge anyway, but just hopping on the side here is just the quickest. So once we get over here, Careful of the mines, there's a lot of them. Okay, so now we've got this clip coming up. The best way to do this clip is to jump and just look into the wall and quick save, quick load, pretty much, like into the corner here. And then you should get pushed through like that, and then when you get pushed through, you can just do that. The clip into that area is harder than like the clip out. So what we're going to do now is talk to Medea. She'll usually be walking down that way, but very rarely she walks this way.
You, didn't he?
So it's a slight bit of time save if she does. And we're going to wait after talking to her. So she goes into her room. She's going to level up energy weapons, and I don't think there's anything we need to do. I'm going to take fast metabolism, so stimpaks there are a bit better, but I'm going to go into the mill. And what we're going to do is, this quest is just the most broken, as you'll see. We're going to go into the steelworks store. Steel yard, even. But we're just going to clip through the door by looking in this corner and quick loading. This clip is difficult. And there's no real setup for it. You just kind of ram your face in the door. And eventually you'll get pushed through. Although I seem to be failing this horribly. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna go into the abandoned area. Right on this way. And we're gonna pick up 10 ingots, and these are the 10 fastest to pick up, so the first 2 here. Then we're gonna run over here and up the truck. Gonna jump into the first thing here. And there's 2 more here. Gonna jump into this one, 2 more here. There's none in this one, but there is 3 in this. And then when we go up the stairs... Okay, there we go. He was going to stop me from fast traveling, so I just had to kill him. And then we need to take only one of these. And you should be able to fast travel. If not, it's because this person's here. You should be able to fast travel after that. And we're going to fast travel to downtown. If you can't fast travel, you can run all the way back. But that is not fast at all. It's better to try and find a spot to fast travel from. So now what we're going to do is talk to Medea.
Alright, we can talk.
Just do the top dialogue, and then this guy's going to come in, and we're going to get a perk, and then we talk to Medea again. The timing for that pop-up is random. Sometimes you'll get it quick, sometimes you won't. I'm just going to quick load through his dialogue here. It is on a timer though. Once it reaches a certain point.
Madam.
And when he says madam, quick load, and that ends the trigger. So you can just walk through. And now we get to do one of the best parts of the run. So what we're now going to do is have no weapon equipped, because we're going to punch people. Or, not really. We're going to punch so she doesn't talk to us.
And what are you doing down?
Going to do the top 3, and then the middle, and then enter the pit. Well, the arena. Quick save, quick load to skip his dialogue. And then just kill them. And spam E and Fault during this.
Wow.
And you'll talk to her, and then just do the top and middle. Go through here. Quick save, quick load again to open the gate. And
Not bad,
do
Grinder,
that again.
You again?
So that's the last fight, and we're going to spam up and enter, so up arrow key and enter, and that'll get through that. And then Crenshaw's going to talk to us. I think you need to loot that for the quest to update, since that's when we get our stuff back, but we technically didn't lose anything. You can clip through that just to get around this quicker. And we're just going to go to... through here, and we're going to now go to Haven. So just go through this gap in the fence here, and then just pretty much walk in a straight line once you get around this corner. So this is the most like annoying part of the run. So we're gonna wait here. We're gonna go in here and then wait again. And Werner should be here. And we're gonna do the top dialogue and the Black Widow. Now this breaks the DLC. So what we can do now is just quick load through this dialogue and finish the DLC. If Werner doesn't appear, you have to talk to Asher, then you have to go and do the stuff with his baby, and then you have to go kill Werner. Or Black Widow Werner when you see him, but when we do it this way, it skips a lot of the DLC. For this dialogue, just do how about my reward, you'll get this, and then just leave as soon as you can. I forgot to split. I left the arena. And then we could just go all the way back to the train yard and leave. And that is the pit DLC done. So now we're going to do Trouble on the home front. Yeah, make sure on this fade out you wait a bit because you can't see a pit boy straight away. So we're going to go Vault 101 and we're going to go and do, you know, we're going to save everyone. So we're going to do another vault clip. Again, open the door if you can't do these clips. We're going to go down the stairs. And the layout of this place is really weird, but we're just going to carry on forward. And then we're going to go in the diner. So from here, we're going to take a right and a left, and then just go down the stairs. So, if we're on a good cycle, and we just go through here to the engineering place. If we're on a good cycle, Stanley will be here. So, for us, it's currently 7. It needs to be like during the working time. So I think it's 8 till 8 in this game, or 9, for him to be there. So we're going to begin. We're going to do manual, and then we're going to do purge. And that basically dooms Vault 101. And we're just going to leave.
You just couldn't.
The other side doesn't always talk to you here. It's very unlucky that he did. Most of the time we'll just run past you. And then just run up the stairs, and to the exit. So we're going to take a right, a left, and then we're pretty much out in the clear at this point. Gonna jump down here, and this leads us to the exit cell. And what we're gonna do is clip on stair clip there. That is a hard stair clip to get. And we're just gonna ceiling walk all the way over here to the exit. I don't actually know where the COC is, so I'm gonna check. Okay, so the COC is in the vault, so don't COC. And we're just going to go through the door, if I can get it. There we go. Okay, so now on to Reilly's Rangers quest. So to do this, we need to go to Farragut, West Metro, which we got earlier, next to the Super Duper Mart. And we're going to go through here. We're going to clip next to this door on the corner, like we did before in the Flooded Metro. And we're just going to ceiling walk over here, and we're going to jump over here. You might need to quick load to get the distance. then we're just going to carry on this way to that door. So when we're here, we do need to COC. This COC is hard. There is also a vending machine here. So to this clip, we're just basically pushing ourselves up into this corner and out like that. And then we're going to exit to Chevy Chase. And then we're going to go straight into another metro, which is east of here. So when we get in here, we've got another fairly difficult clip to do. So we're going to corner clip on this. These clips aren't the easiest because of how tight the window is. And we're going to go to Vernon Square. You can run through the metro if you don't get that clip. And you can still get here just fine. We're going to go this way, past all the super mutants. And that is the Statesman Hotel and the Lady of Our Hope Hospital. Luckily though, we can just skip pretty much all of this. It's quite difficult. But I'll show you what the skip is, because it saves a lot. So we're going to get ourselves into this corner here, and basically we're going to try and just clip through this wall. Need to kind of do it on the corner like that, and then we're going to jump up here, and get ourselves on here. We're going to try and get ourselves as high and as far as possible, and do a stop hop jump. Oh, my game lagged. If you can't get this whatsoever, there's another setup where you go all the way up there, I believe, and you can do it like that. Okay, I don't know why I can't get this. How am I not getting up there? Okay, let me reload myself up. Yeah, this jump is very difficult to do, so don't worry if you can't get it. Oh, I hate the stumble animation. Alright, should we get... if I jump in a straight line? I keep getting stuck on the edge. This is why this jump is horrible, because you need to get it fast. And when you try and line yourself up fast, it's not good. Right, okay, assuming that you get the jump, then you can go in. If not, you can go up here. I've never actually done this setup before. I don't quite know what to do. I think you just go up here and jump in quick save, quick load, but... okay, there we go. I got up. I'm just gonna go into this door. That jump is not usually that hard. Look into this corner and just quick save, quick load. If you do it enough, you'll get pushed through. It does take a lot of quick save, quick loading to get through. Like that. And we're just going to go up these stairs. This is a lot of invisible walking here, but when you reach the end of that door, go for a few seconds longer and look ever so slightly this way. And you'll end up on here. Okay, so now we're onto a fairly difficult inbounds clip. Make a save, jump into the wall here, and quick save, quick load. This inbounds clip is the hardest because there's nothing that really helps here. You just got a quick save, quick load, and hope you get pushed in. Repair the elevator. And go through here. There is a thing you can do where you can clip here. And COC. If not, go through this door on the left. And go up here. And COC basically puts you here. But it's a very hard clip to do. So I'm going to go this way. and we're going to go and meet Reilly's Rangers.
Hey, you!
So this guy's going to talk to us, and when he does, we're going to go over to this corner, repair the elevator, and we're going to run out here, kill the 2 supermutants, kill the guy on our right, jump down, and kill the rest of these. When this trigger moves, so it'll move to the... Yeah, okay, so when the trigger updates to move to the door, you can go here, run into this corner, and you should be able to fast travel, and then go to Anacostia Crossing. So we're going to go down here. You can COC in the corner there, but you can also clip through here and COC here. This clip is not nice though. This clip I find difficult and I always get stuck here. So I always opt for this one, but a lot of people don't get this clip. Again, check for a quantum, and if there's not one, leave. So now what we're going to do is go this way to where the grocery sign is. You'll hear this random guy talking. I'm just going to go this way. And here is the Reilly's Rangers headquarters. Gonna unlock the door and just go talk. So we want to make sure to actually talk to Reilly because there is a bunch of people in here.
You look like you've been through.
And just do the top dialogue. She'll give you some free weapon or armor, but we don't use it. And then gonna leave here. Fast travel to Chippy Chase North. Gonna go this way. And because we've sequence broke the game, the Brotherhood are not here. For one. And for another, when we reach GNR itself, we don't actually have to do any of the fight. The Behemoth will instantly spawn. But we can just skip all this and talk to Intercom.
Looks like it's all clear.
Because you don't actually have to kill it. Make sure to not jump into the sandbags. There we go. Go up these stairs and through the door here. Walk forward and then up these stairs.
The look on your face says...
Talk to this guy here. Free Dog, best character in the game. Spam through his... Like, honestly, this guy has so much dialogue, it's annoying. And then what you can do is jump over this and go into the corner. And we're trying to clip on this corner here. It's not the easiest clip to do, but it does save a lot of time when you get the setup for it. And that leads us straight to the exit, and then we're going to go to the Citadel. If when you did Waters of Life you didn't hit the trigger when going to here, Dr. Lee and Elder Lions will be here. And you are essentially soft locked. However, if you look up on the glitch guide time stop, you can time stop past that cutscene, and that's the only way to get out of it. But
All I'm saying.
So we just hope that doesn't happen. And then we're just gonna quick load through this dialogue.
So
He's gonna talk to us. We're just gonna do all top dialogue.
If the
Then Lions is gonna talk, and eventually she's gonna talk to us, and we're gonna do bottom dialogue, and then do the top dialogue.
then it's decided.
Before we get
So
started.
bottom because we don't want any armor, and then top. She's gonna do a little speech. We're just gonna look at Rothschild and Just look at his amazing hair.
We need to move quick.
The reason we look at Rothschild is because this only seems to fire up when you're looking at them. So we'll be able to walk around about when Lions reaches there. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later, but there we go. You can jump off that terminal there. We're gonna leave. We're gonna fast travel to the Citadel and walk forward. Because we're about to do a Liberty Prime skip. And we're gonna walk until these guys spawn, and then we're gonna go back. And we're gonna head to Jefferson straight away. Now, the Liberty Prime skip is a very weird glitch because the timing for it is very tight. But let's hope we get it. So try and swim as short distances as possible because speed cripple doesn't work in water. We're just gonna go this way. And we have to clip into this area because it's not a fast travel like in 90%. So what we're going to do is jump off here onto the little kind of shore part. And just going to run up into this corner. When you're in the very corner, jump, quick save, quick load here, quick save, quick load here. And you're through. So for this part we need to enter and leave. And we're going to talk to Lions and then re-enter.
Enemy reacquired. Code red. Commencing attack.
We're then going to go into here and try to talk to Colonel Lawton and do the middle dialogue. And Lions should be here. She's going to still be saying her dialogue for something else, but
Dr. Lee,
okay.
it's
I just can quickly say quickly through dialogue, because this quest gets very booked out very easily, and we have to do the middle dialogue
well, so much
for this, otherwise it breaks the quest. So now we're going to go enter the code 216. And now we've got a 3-minute cutscene, give or take. Which is actually 1 second faster. No, it's 2 seconds faster in any language that isn't German. But because of the first cutscene with Colonel Lawton being faster in English, it's technically not any time save overall. So
And so it was
Rockland
that the
and
lone
his
wanderer
very loud
ventured
voice.
forth from
I'll turn that down.
intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws,
was deemed worthy of preservation.
The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure
For any and all. At long
The capital
last.
wasteland, at long last,
Was saved.
So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101
And into the annals of legend.
But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end.
And war.
And war
Never changes.
War never changes.
Not gonna lie though, this cutscene does sound better in Spanish, or Italian, or French. All of them sound really nice. Okay, so we're now done with that, and we get some mini dialogue here. After all this, to be left in a state like that. Yeah, I know all these cutscenes very well from when I timed it with different languages, and now I've gone insane. Okay, so for when talking to Elder Lines here, do the bottom two dialogue, and if you do them, and just do all the bottom dialogues really, and you should be able to leave. And what we're going to do is go down and talk to Rothschild. So what we can do is COC on these stairs. I'm gonna say clipping does get harder as you by the end of the run, due to just how the game functions, and clipping gets harder. So talk to Rothschild, wait an hour, quick save, quick load 12 times. You don't actually have to count out 12 times, just quick save, quick load, and spammy, and it works as well.
If there's anything else.
Talk to him, leave, and then we're now going to do Rockland. Well, we're not going to do it yet, but that's what we set up. So we're going to leave, and we're going to go to GNR, so that means we need to go to Museum of Technology. Not Museum of Technology, Washington Monument. Oh, I missed something here, but it's fine. This can be done in any order, really. It shouldn't really matter. I forgot that I already split for that. So what we were meant to do after that is just go straight to Jefferson and do this after that, but it's fine. It still works. So we're going to place it on there. Then we're going to go to Jefferson. And we're going to go and talk to the scribe here.
Gotta hand it to you, kid.
And we're just going to spam through his dialogue, and he's going to give us 2 quests. So make sure you get that. You'll get Protecting the Waterway, and I forgot what the other one's called. Is that Holy Water? Okay, so now we're going to go to River City, and we're going to hold back and just jump. And we'll fall down right there next to
If you're looking for water.
Leptelia. We're going to do top 2 dialogues, and then just press all right, and then just leave. And then we're going to go to the Citadel. And what we're going to do is go across the bridge. So we are running quite low on ammo, but hopefully it'll be fine. So the reason we're going across the bridge is slower than walking, and there's enemies over here, which stop us from fast traveling, so we could just kill them now. So because we broke the quest, this is still happening. Okay, and as you'll see, the Enclave are here, so we're just going to kill both of these quickly. usually these mercenaries will be dead, but if they're not, let the guy with the helmet, get the new meeting place, play it, and then fast travel to Wilhelm's Wharf.
I'm recording this because I figure half you idiots can't read for shit. But you best play this tape
Then
around
just kill all these people.
anywhere. If you're listening to this, it's because one of my boys thinks he can trust you. If he's wrong, you're dead. If he's right,
so kill all
you're
those.
Be rich.
Then what we're going to do is fast travel to Megaton,
we hit the water
and we're going to leave instantly.
Soon they'll want to give up the whole delivery thing. Then we offer our...
Just going to quick save, quick load to stop him from speaking. Right, so now what we're going to do is do Holy Water. Great quest. We don't break it whatsoever. So what we're going to do is kill this guy. We're going to take the monastery key and go down here. And we're just going to kill her. And just like that, the problem's solved. Go back to Rivet City.
Hey, well, did you...
Talk to her about Splitterjack, and she'll leave the dialogue and then go back to Jefferson. So, one thing to note here, there's a chance she'll become overweight.
What is it this time?
Well, over-encumbered. When doing all of this, because of the amount of stuff he gives us. If he does, just drop all of your armor. Or just the power armor, and we should be fine. If I'm going to drop those two as well. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, usually we would go to the Washington Monument, but we already did that accidentally, so I'm going to just go straight to GNR. So after the monument, go to Three Dog to tell him you've done his task. He'll usually be in bed sleeping. When he wakes up, he'll get aggroed. Just quick save, quick load. And you'll be able to talk to him. And just do that. Top 2 with the dialogue and do this clip again. What we're going to do is fast travel back to the Washington Monument. Level up. At this point, it doesn't really matter what skills you take. I only take energy weapons to increase the damage of the alien blaster, but since it is, you know, already one-shot everything, it doesn't matter. So, fast travel monument, we're going to go to this building here. And this here is where the amazing Aqua Cura is set up. So we're going to go down here, kill this guy, and take the bottling instructions. And we're just going to leave the way we came. I was meant to go through that door, but oh well. So as soon as they leave here, spam F3 as quickly as you can.
This is Griffin recording.
And
all you clowns, listen up.
If you're quick enough, you get fast travel.
In charge of the bottling operation.
If not, run down to the bottom of here.
At Underworld. Here are my instructions. First off, shoot
when you
anyone
reach
who
around here, you should be able to fast travel.
Don't want anyone nosing around inside.
Hopefully, yeah,
when
there we go.
Bigsley's men arrive from
then
Project
fast travel
Purity.
Museum of History and
but don't let
spam jump.
Take the Aqua Pura. Dump it
just
into
talk
tubs
to
and
Griffin
sinks
here.
to hold for later. Then fill the empty bottles with the treated irradiated water. When you
And
get
just do all the top
bottles to
dialogue.
make it work.
I did forget something. You do need to get the speech check, so make sure to quick save before talking to him. I think you needed speech check anyway.
Take a clean bandage. Well, hello there, Smooth.
For the quest to complete. There we go.
Wondering how it works?
Wait.
Positive effects, then very next.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened the first time. I think you just need to talk to him twice. And we're just gonna leave GNR. Wait, I already did GNR. The end of the route is so weird. I don't understand why we do GNR there. I suppose it's fine. So do GNR there instead. It doesn't really matter at this point, because all of it's in the same general area. Oh, okay. Now we just need to farm Nuka-Colas, because we didn't find any, unfortunately. So I'm sorry if I confused you in the last part of the run. I forgot what it was myself, because I thought we had to go to that earlier. But okay, so now we've got a quantum. What we're going to do is take those out, go down to forks, and we're going to dupe. We're going to dupe correctly. Not that. There we go. And now what we're going to do is fast travel to Shade, which is down here. Gonna walk this way, I think. W. No. The spawn for this spawns you that way, I think. Okay, so quick save, quick load. Because sometimes she just breaks. You're going to do bottom, middle, top, and then do the top until you see OK Sierra. So when that happens, and then go all the way down to here's all the Nuka-Cola. Leave and fast travel as quickly as you can to Paradise Falls. If you're too slow,
Susan thought she could just...
that guy will talk to you. So now Grass is going to talk to us, and we're just going to leave. So this is the last bobblehead of the run.
We can make it.
And their heads are going to pop. So we're going to just go in this building, get the bobblehead, then we're going to go out and talk to Eulogy. So go in Eulogy's pad, take the bobblehead, go here, talk to Eulogy, and just spam the top dialogue and we should be able to buy the children. So now we're going to go talk to Sammy. And he's going to say, what the hell?
What the hell, lady?
Gonna leave, gonna talk to any of the children.
Well, I guess...
Or they'll talk to us if we take too long. And now we're gonna go to Rockland. And there was the pop. Okay, so for Rockland... this part is basically just an interactable cutscene. There's not much we can do here to speed this up. So we're just gonna go through his dialogue, and we're gonna exit over the this way. We're gonna walk into this corner, and we're gonna wait for Liberty Prime to hit a specific point. So he's gonna fall down, he's gonna walk, and now we're gonna wait. He's gonna blow that up, he's gonna walk, now we're gonna wait. Now we're just gonna wait a few seconds, and we're gonna wait again. So now he's all the way over there, and he's scanning that. Unfortunately though, we still have to wait for him to blow that up and then get nuked. A skip for this hasn't been found yet. I don't think there can be. But because that door stays locked until a certain point.
Orbital strike imminent. All personnel.
So now we get to witness the death of the worst robot in the game.
Catastrophic. System
Right, so now all we do is just wait.
shut down as per
most of this is just waiting, unfortunately. Tired as fuck. Okay, so we're gonna immediately take a left here. Through the storm and go up the stairs. And we're just gonna go up the stairs in a circle motion and go through this door here. Not the other side. And just carrying using your stim packs as you go. Jump down here, quick hood before you land. And then we're just gonna go this way. The best thing to do here is to open the door and just run back here. And then run back to the door. Don't get trapped behind there. Because they do a lot of damage. So we're just going to do this. We're going to request and then download the telemetry. And then we're just going to leave. If we get good luck here, we can fast travel. If not, it's because of the enemy here. Usually it's a robot, sometimes it's a Yaogwai, and because we are friendly to Yaogwais, we can fast travel. Okay, so now we're going to go talk to the 3 people again. Hopefully we get a good cycle though. So if you do this fast enough, and when you come down here, you're going to go to Rothschild, and in this corner, okay it worked, is going to be both of these, both of which we do actually need to talk to, so it's very good that they are actually here. If he's not here, you can just follow the map marker, but as long as you're quick enough, they will pretty much always be there. And then what we're going to do is leave, but we're going to go through this door, because it brings us right next to where Paladin Tristan is. It's going to be right here.
Nice work.
We're going to just do the top dialogue, and then top dialogue twice, and then leave. And we're going to fast travel to Old Only. Which is not a fun place, because it's full of deathclaws, but we're going to go east to start off with, and just kind of loop around these buildings. Don't worry about the deathclaws, just carry on running and you should be fine. And in this little gap here, there's a sewer. Gonna go through that, hold W and S, no, sorry, hold S and A, and quick save, quick load. Oh, I can't seem to get it. Come on. Okay, you're meant to COC here. There we go. No. Okay, normally you COC here. Let me just try going in and out again. There we go. And then go this way towards this door. This deathclaw can be a pain, but with stim packs it's not really an issue. So when we go through here, have your weapon out, walk backwards, and just shoot this guy. And then clip through this wall by just going like this. If you won't always get it, but if you just go like this, you'll eventually get pushed through. And look west. Gonna climb up here. And we are going to do a stair clip here. So this stair clip is a pain because we have to land on this piece of rubble here, and then what we're going to do is stop hop or just jump off the edge to land on there, and we're going to ceiling walk all the way across here, up some stairs, and go across here, quick load to get on here. If you don't get on there, you can jump up that like bit of turbine thing there and make it up. I'm just going to fall through the door. Hope that you don't mess up like that. That door's very weird to get through. Kind of have to like push into it like that. And we're literally just now gonna go to where the Tesla coil is. So we're just gonna carry on this way. Okay, so in here, what we're gonna do is do another stair clip. Gonna look west, and we're gonna be right at this door. We're gonna right down to hit this lever here. We're just gonna open this door, and with very high health, you want to take that off of there. If you don't have the stim packs, there's 3 things here that you can press, which makes it do a lot less damage. There's also ammo here. There's 36 rounds in here, which you can take. Okay, so when you leave here, it's luck-based pretty much, but there's always a deathcore here. Sometimes the ones here will aggro to you though, and you can't fast travel, so you might need to kill those. And just go back to the Citadel. Okay, so now we're doing the train. A new strat was found for this, which I'm going to be using in this. So we're going to go in here, and the Paladin, Tristan, should be right here. Just going to talk to him. And the new strat for this is we fast travel to the National Archives. And just go this way. And we're going to go into the Mall Metro here. I forgot what it's called. The Mall Northeast. And when we get in here, we're just going to clip. And we'll be at Penn Avenue, which is where we want to be. And this brings us very close to where we actually need to be. And it skips us going through the Seward Square Metro, which saves around 40 seconds plus. And it means we don't need to waste any bullets on the blowing up that behind us, because usually we would have to, because if not it would explode normally as we go up past it. So we're going to go into this utility, and we're going to go straight through this door on the left, and just follow this. And eventually you'll see another utility door up here. That's what we're going to go through. So it's right at the end of here. The presidential sublevel. And what we're doing now is another stair clip. So we're going to stair clip, and we're going to carry on quick save quick loading when we do clip. If we clip. There we go. Because we're trying to land on here. This is invisible textures here. So you can fall earlier than that. So the best part for this is to just go east, not fall off the edge. My bad. They're cutting grass outside, of course they are. Best way to do this is just to kind of hold A if you're on this part here, and you should be fine. And then jump down here and go east again. So we're now on to the last difficult clip, pretty much. Everything else from here is easy. I would do this clip instead of trying to go for the picklock there, just because of this isn't that bad. So you're going to jump, and you're going to try and wedge yourself in this corner here, and just spam quick save quick load as much as you can. And you can also spam jump as well. I forgot, that does help. And you should be able to push through eventually. There we go. And you're going to try and get the speech check on the middle. If not, just do the top dialogue. If you really don't want to do that clip, you can just walk on top of the ceiling to the door at the end there. and just lockpick it, because it is a hard lock. But from here what we're going to do is just go this way. I'm going to go through this utility door. I'm just going to carry on this way, pretty much towards where our marker is. So because we're aggroed now, there is a sentry bot here which does want to kill us. So try and avoid that, and third person interaction, the console there. And we pretty much skip having to get the fuses. So we can just do that instead. So now we've got a lovely little train ride right now, which brings us right to the end of the run. So for this clip here, just line yourself up with this rail and just quick save, quick load, and walk into it. And that should clip you out. An autosave is made when you get there, so if you fail it, you can just load that. I'm just going to run past these guys and just carry on healing. We've got 50 stim packs, so we should be fine. And we're going to carry on up here, and we do need to loot this resupply. It's crucial that we loot this. So we're going to loot that, and then we're going to head northeast. And what we're going to do is, when we get past these containers here, there's a place here where we can just clip out, like so. And now we are out of bounds, kind of. I'm just going to go to this energy field here. And we're just going to go into the corner and clip, like so. And we're going to use a small skip here to just get into a nice part of this mobile crawler. Theoretically, you can item climb up there, but no. So what we're going to do is, right next to this door, is we're going to look around here, we're going to hit F2, and we're going to drop the Tesla cannon. And what we want to do is move it close to the door. Kind of like this. And we're going to jump, and we're going to be able to access the door. Without the Tesla cannon, we can't do that. You can use... make sure to smash the control panel, don't do it timed. You can do probably do it with another thing, but the Tesla cannon is just the most consistent because it's got a big hitbox. Okay, so when you go through here, you're going to take a left, and you can go up here, and on your right is going to be a guard in the signs to the launch pad, are basically what we're following. I forgot about that. Always make a quick save before shooting that guard, because sometimes the ash pile just doesn't spawn. Okay, there we go. And you can take all, but the main thing we need is just the high level security thing. And just follow the signs to the launch pad, it's here. There are many ways to get out here, so if you get lost, just follow any sign that says launch pad. And we're going to go around here and just clip through this. Like that. You usually don't get pushed into that like I did. You usually go like straight through it. Just carry on quick save, quick load in, and we'll end up here. So I'd recommend spamming your stim packs here, because your feet get attacked a lot and you don't want to lose speed grapple. It's not the end of the run if you do lose it, because we are right at the end of the run and there's not much walking. But it's still time loss. So we're going to fire payload at the Citadel, just because it's quickest, and we're going to fire payload and leave. And we're going to stand around this area and just look here. So you'll see now why the quest counter is useful. So I know this run is guaranteed to actually work because I've got 57 quests at the minute. So we're going to spam her dialogue and just pretty press E on the vertibird. So the last quest completes once we get out of this cutscene. So as soon as we get out of this, I'm going to spam F3, which is going to bring up my Pip-Boy before the Brotherhood can even talk to us to get the aggro. So we can just fast travel straight to Megaton, and the timer ends when we put the bobbleheads on the stand, and they become fully visible with 58 quests. Sometimes the quest comes up a bit late, no idea why, but if the quest comes up late, just do it when the quest finishes. So I'm going to spam F3. And you'll see they don't even talk to me, and I can just go to Megaton. But he was walking towards me. So now we're just going to go to our house, which is this one on the left. I'm going to go inside. I'm just going to place down our bobbleheads. And as soon as the quest finishes, you'll see the, hear the noise and see the XP thing. I forgot to split that. Timer ends. Yeah, I do like that. So that's a tutorial on the 100% run. If you have any questions, because I didn't explain much that well, ask in the Discord, DM me as well, and the community will just try and help you as much as possible. But with that being said, this run is pretty much the final level run. The world record is sub 3 hours at the minute. Jabo is the only person to get sub 3 hours, but with the new strats that have been found recently, so the Penav strats and the Zeta strats, it should be more easy to get it. So if you don't have the quest counter up, by the way, just go to General, and you'll see you have 58 quests complete, and all but one. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and good luck learning this absolute clusterfuck.